and welcome to Lesson 2. I'm Angela Jenkins. I'm assuming the reason you are here is because either you're thinking of starting an online business or because you already have an online business and you want to make it better. Though for this lesson, I'd like to specifically address those of you that have not already started an online business, or perhaps you're just in the beginning stage of creating an online business. We need to answer some questions to see if this is really something you want to get yourself into. Most internet marketers are going to tell you it's for everyone. They'll tell you that because they want you to buy some more stuff from them. However, I don't want to waste your time, so I'm going to give you the cold, hard facts. The fact of the matter is, starting an online business is not for everyone. And so we're going to spend some time determining if this is the right fit for you. So we have to start out with this very important question. What is an online business? My definition is a business that is conducted primarily online. And I say primarily because there are some businesses that are offline with some online components, like Walmart or Best Buy. But just say there is a person that makes their money by selling products on eBay, which is an online site, but there are some offline components. Most likely, they have to package up the products for shipping and all that type of stuff. But essentially, it's an online business. Now to my next point. Having a website is not the same as having an online business. Now, it's true that most online businesses have a website, but it's not the website that makes it a business. After all, there are all kinds of websites, some of which aren't businesses at all. Some are informational, some are personal, some are humorous, and some are artistic in nature. Any of those websites could be businesses if they have some form of monetization. In other words, do they have some form of money-making capacity? The reason I wanted to explain this is so you could get a clearer picture of what you're getting into. Yes, you'll most likely have a website, but that's not what it's all about. So let me tell you something else that an online business isn't. It's not a job. So if you're basically looking for a traditional job like your 9-to-5 work-from-home job with benefits and security, this is not it. Now, if you build your business the right way, you'll discover you have a lot more security than anyone with a job. In fact, those who succeed will never need another job the rest of their life because they can always generate income on demand. But the point is, this is a business, not a job. And yes, with any business, there is absolutely risk involved. I've come to understand the risk of this business is smaller than the risk of working at a job and being on the chopping block at any given moment. But I also realized that there is a certain percent of the population who have a serious aversion to the risk of starting a business. So if that's you, you'll A, need to get over your fear, or B, decide to be happy with your current job and your current financial situation, and just forget about starting a business. Now, I realize that if you've never started a business before, then you still have a million unanswered questions in your mind, and that's okay, because I'll be addressing many of those issues in the next few lessons. For example, you may be wondering about startup costs and how much time it's going to take. And you may be wondering if and when you can quit your job. I promise we will get to that. But for now, I only have one action step for you, and it's to answer this question. Do I want to run my own business? Do I want total control of my financial future and my time? Notice, I didn't ask you if you had enough money or time to start it. And that's because it first starts with a desire. Do you desire it bad enough? Because if you don't have the desire, then you probably won't have the willpower to stick with it and succeed, in which case we might as well part ways right now. Otherwise, you could end up spending months of frustration trying to build an internet business only to fail because you didn't actually want a business in the first place. Do some research on businesses and get good counsel. But I don't want you to go and ask your spouse or other family members, hey, should I start an internet business? Because family members are going to have a tendency to be negative towards it. But I know for a fact the advice you'll get is going to be coming from a place of ignorance, meaning having no knowledge of. They're automatically going to tell you to stay away from what they perceive to be risky. Now, don't get me wrong. It's better to have your spouse be on board, but it may not be the right time to talk about it if you're still learning about what an online business is. You need to have more of an understanding and a game plan in mind before you pitch it to your spouse. If you do talk to anyone, you need to talk to a successful business owner who's making a lot of money, okay? They are more likely to tell you the pros and cons of having your own business. And it's okay if they aren't in the online business world. And you don't have to mention that it's an online business either. So just talk to them in general about business and the lifestyle about being a business owner and the difficulties and rewards of it. So that's all for today. Just one question to answer for homework. I want you to take some time and commit to your answer before moving on to the next lesson. If you answer yes, you want a business, then be sure to tune in to the next lesson in which we're going to determine if an online business is the right type of business for you.